everyone, it's Nina. Thanks for joining me today. I'm very excited to be participating in Altenew's Crafty Friends blog hop and celebrating the crafty friends that we have around the industry and how much we appreciate and love them. So I'm really excited to be participating in this hop, and I wanted to use the Blooming Bouquet stamp set and create something a little bit different. I decided I wanted to try using some craft paper and some Altenew inks and a few colored pencils and just kind of have fun creating a really cool dimensional background. So I'm taking some of the images from the Blooming Bouquet set and I'm stamping them with Altenew inks. This beautiful dark pink color looks so nice against this Nina Desert Storm cardstock. Now I'm bringing in a leaf image. Again, all of these images are from the Blooming Bouquet set. And this time I'm stamping this ink, I believe this was bamboo, onto the craft paper and this beautiful leaf image. I also used a second shade of that green ink from Altenew. I believe this one was olive, and I stamped that leaf down as well. I used a couple of purples and then Mountain Mist to stamp the beautiful little leaves, as well as a few other aqua colors. Now I'm going to go ahead and die cut all of these images using the Blooming Bouquet die set. There are coordinating dies for this set, but you could fussy cut these out too if you don't have the dies. Once I've cut all the images out, I'm bringing in my Prismacolor colored pencils, and I'm doing some very simple coloring here, not doing anything too fancy. Basically what I did for each image is that I took a darker color and put that down where I wanted the darkest shading to be, and then blended that out with a lighter color. And I did not blend out the images all the way to the edge. I wanted some of that craft color to show through. So I'm letting a little bit of that craft color be the highlight, so to speak, of my image. And here you can see the coloring after I've gone ahead and colored in this particular flower. Now for the leaves, you can go ahead and see how I did that one here. I took one of the leaves and I just used a light green colored pencil, and I added shading along the areas where I wanted it to be the darkest. And this time I only used one colored pencil for this particular leaf. In some cases I used two pencils, but most of the time I only used one. And I'm making sure again to leave highlights with the Nina Desert Storm cardstock. So I'm not blending the color all the way out to the edges of the image. Now I also colored in a few of the other images, and I'll quickly show you how I did those here. Again, I'm using only 1 to 2 pencils for each image. And I really love how these detailed images carry the coloring and the design so easily, so you don't need to get too super detailed with these particular images. I also really have enjoyed seeing the colored pencils on craft paper. It's a totally different look and something a little bit more unexpected than the usual white coloring that we do on white cardstock. So after I colored in all of my images, now I'm bringing in some more Altenew ink. This was a beautiful yellow color. And I'm stamping some of the spot images that are included in the Blooming Bouquet set all over this card base. And this is also made from the Nina Desert Storm cardstock. Now there's also 2 other spot images which I stamped with some clear ink, some embossing ink, and also a brown ink. And this is basically just creating texture on my card base for my images, because I'm going to be putting these images on top and you're not going to be seeing much of the card base, but I wanted some extra color thrown in there and I really wanted the yellow. So that's why I went ahead and added some of those spots in the background. Now to attach all of my images, I'm using foam tape because I wanted to have these backgrounds be dimensional. So I'm putting foam tape pieces behind each of the little elements. You can see I've already kind of arranged them to how I'm planning on having the background and the card design look. Now on each of the flowers, I did pop those up with 2 layers of foam tape, so they're a little bit more dimensional than all of the other pieces. And as I'm layering these onto the card base, I'm not pressing them down fully until I'm completely happy with them. So after I did that, I trimmed off all the excess images that were hanging off of the side of the card, and now I'm taking this hello die, which was also from the Blooming Bouquet set, and I've cut it from some yellow cardstock that I thought matched the yellow spots in my background. I'm stacking about 3 or 4 of them together to create slightly more dimensional sentiment. And then after I've layered them on, I'll attach that down over top of some vellum that I cut also. This I actually fussy cut, so there was no coordinating die that actually cut out that outline with the vellum. I just fussy cut that around the sentiment. Now for the yellow dots, I decided I wanted to add a little bit more dimension by putting some yellow Nuvo drops over top of each of the little spots in the background. So in some cases I used some of that beautiful opaque yellow, and then in other cases I used the translucent jewel drops to add over top of the lighter color drops, and I really like how this turned out. So that is the finished card. So here's a close-up look of how the card turned out. This is a really different kind of card and really has a lot of texture to it because we use the colored pencils on some Kraft cardstock, and we've got the different layers of the flowers and also those Nuvo drops incorporated into it. So I hope you enjoyed this video and got some inspiration on using some Altenew products as well as doing some fun coloring techniques on Kraft cardstock. If you want to participate in our blog hop, which is the Crafty Friends blog hop, I encourage you to head on over to my blog. I've got the link down in the video description, and you can go ahead and check out the blog post where you can leave a comment and also hop along to all of the other stops in this particular hop. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you again very soon with another video, and have a great day. Bye!